Yeah, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's your boy Jay. I'm here to say that I got another story time today. Oh yeah, so today's story time is pretty crazy, so we're just gonna jump right into it. It's about the time where I seen a beatdown, okay? I seen a beatdown, not a police beatdown, I mean like just like I'm talking like 30 on 1, bro. So let's get into it. So this story time takes place around the time where I was like 11, 12. I'm gonna say 11 though. Yeah, I'm gonna say 11 because like it was around the time where I was moving out of Philly. But like I remember that this story time takes place in Philly. So one day, right? Basically, one of my friends, they're like, "Yo, you want to hang out?" I'm like, "Yeah, like let's go." So I go to their block or whatever, and basically what was going on was like, I guess like one of his neighbors was having a cookout, and like, because of that, all the kids outside, everybody around the neighborhood want to go there, get them something to eat. So, plus I was cool with most people on his block, so it was okay. So we go there, and everything's like jumping, people are dancing and stuff, like people playing music, everything. It's just a vibe over there. Everyone's just vibing, and me and him, like, basically, we had linked up with, like, a couple other, by the way, linked up means, like, basically meet up with a couple other kids from the neighborhood. So, like, basically, we started running a football game. So, midway through this football game, there was a guy who came to this block. And, you could tell he was on that disrespectful type vibe. You know what I mean? Because he was, like, looking around. He was, like, like jumping at people. So one of the, I guess, older guys on the block, they basically was like, "Yo, what you here for?" And he was like, "What you mean? Why you sweating me?" Now, if you don't know what sweating him mean, that just mean like why you I don't know, like why you bothering me, basically. So he was like, so then the guy was basically like, "Yeah, like why you sweating me? Like it's not like you run this hood." And when I heard that, I was like, "Yep, fight." Basically, I guess it was two dudes from opposite gangs or something, or opposite blocks that don't like each other. And basically, that's what was going on. They was about to rumble. So it sounded like they about to rumble, but the guy, like I said, he came on a bike. So when the dude who like was basically like, "Why are you here?" start walking to him, all you see is him like speed off with the bike, right? Like he speed like halfway down the street, and then he just stopped. And he turned back and looked. And I was like, what is he looking for? Like, he just, like what's going on? So, then, like, all I hear is like, "Hey, yo, everybody get down!" And I'm like, oh, whoa. Because, I mean, they about to shoot. So, I hear everybody get down. You see people, like, ducking through cars and stuff. See, me and my friends, bro, I don't know why we were so brave, but like we would rarely actually duck down. Like when they said, "Oh, everybody duck down," I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did. I stood there, I went behind this skinny tree and just looked to see what was gonna happen. So basically, I don't know if the dude had a gun, but he was basically being blocked by like this big van. But all I could see is like it looked like he was either pointing the gun or he was just pointing at the dude. And like all you're seeing is like the dude, he like kind of like sped out of there on his bike. So after speeding out of there on his bike, everything goes back to normal. People is talking about it. Some people, they was getting food and leaving because they was like, "No, I'm not with none of that. Like listen, bro, I'm just here for some positive vibes. It ain't no positive vibes. We out." So me and my friends, we stopped playing football and we start talking about it. We like, "Yo, you know that ball? And one of my friends had like a dad who was like deep into the streets. So like he basically knew all the street knowledge. So basically what they was basically saying was the guy who pulled up on the bike, he was like I said, he was from a rival block. But what made it even worse was that he made a post about somebody's dead people. Now, on the west side too, but I say more on the east side, when you talk about somebody's dead people, they show no remorse to you. You know what I mean? Like they and I mean they shouldn't, like it's just real. It's bad, bro. It's terrible to talk about somebody's dead people. But when you do, that means you real serious. And whoever like you talked about is dead people, they're gonna be on your head because like it's gonna be like, yo, you talking about dead people now? Nah. So the dude, like I said, he rode off on the bike. About like 2 hours later, I seen him and like one like boy that looked like, it was like one dude who looked like probably like he was like 15, 16, something like that. So about my age now, that came back with him. And he was, and like, but I swear, the first thing I heard this man say was, "I got my header with me. So what y'all gonna do now?" So I was like, oh my, like, because you know what that means, bro. That means he trying to shoot the block up. So I see, like, you know, the grandmoms, they trying to get their kids, they trying to come in. My friend's parents was like, yo, y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta come in with me. And they're like, all right. So while all of this is happening, mind you, I'm not on my block, so I gotta walk home or stay at my friend's house. So I stayed at my friend's house. So basically, I go into my friend's house, and we, like, looking out the window, and I seen, like, the dude, he was like, yeah, I got my hitter with me. So then, no lie, bro, it was like everybody who be like mobbed up at the corner store. If you're from Philly or just the east side in general, you know a lot of people be outside that corner store. Bro, it was like 25 people walk out the corner store. And it's like 5 guys on that block. So like it's 30 people. Next thing I know, bro, is like I see the dude who was like on the bike. He was just like, yo, young boy, shoot all of them. And the young boy looked at him and he was just like, he gave him that face like, bro, I don't got the banger with me. Like, I don't got my gun. The second I seen that, I was like, yep, they finna get packed. Bro, I see these 30 dudes, like, it's like a mob of people just run after him. They running. Like, they running after him. And, like, the kid, he running or whatever. And the guy who was talking, talking all of that, he was running, but he was on the bike. Like, I guess he was like kicking to try to, like, you know, pedal the bike while trying to run at the same time. He fall off the bike. And the kid, the 15-year-old, run right past him. And I see these 30 dudes, before he could get up, I see these 30 dudes just start wailing on him. One of them hit his head hit the concrete, bro. I could hear the impact. Like, and it did not sound good, bro. I hear the impact. I hear them kicking. They like, yeah, you know what side I'm telling you on? Yeah. They start kicking him. I'm seeing like slaps going around. I seen one dude, he like picked up a rock off the ground and like threw it at him. Like, bro, they did not like this dude. And I could tell they did. So, you know, he throwing these bricks and, not bricks, but they throwing rocks. They kicking him. They punching him. They smacking him. So eventually, you know, you just see these mob of dudes. And I seen like the dude's hand come out, and I guess he grabbed one of the dudes. Cause I seen one of the dudes who were like, you know, beating on him. It was actually the one that picked up that rock and threw it at him. I see him fall, and I see like the guy get on top of him. Pause. And like they still wailing on him. The other guy, he kneeing him and stuff, and they was beating on him. Like, so eventually, like, you know, like most things tend to end in the hood. The cops got called, right? The cops got called because, you know, these 2 people, this one person getting jumped by 30 people. All you hear is whoop, 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 whoop. Like, you hear, like, you know, the cop siren go off or whatever, and, you know, the 30 people, they scatter. Like, because I'm telling you, bro, anytime you're doing some dirt or something like that, like, anytime you're doing anything, bro, the second you hear the cops, it's a dub. Everybody's going home, especially if you're from the hood. So the cops come and they just see this guy like slumped, like literally he was unconscious. So he's unconscious and like he's slumped, and basically the cops was like asking him like, yo, what happened to you? Why were they jumping you? Blah 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 blah. And he could not answer a single thing. Like, I don't know, like they beat him real bad because like literally he was not answering anything. It was just like he'd be there and he'd be like like he was done for. So eventually, you know, we see this and we're like, all right, like that's basically the end of it. And that's basically the end of the story. Really, all I did after that was play PlayStation. But if you guys like that story time, make sure you like and subscribe. I know these fight stories usually go above average, you know what I mean? So make sure you show love to this story time, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Whoop!